Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Broken Water live on KEXP.
Okay. Ooh.
You've been listening to live music by Broken Water here on KEXP. You just heard Love and Poverty, and before that, 1984. Both of those songs come from their latest release called Rot. Thank you guys so much for being here. It's really awesome
Thanks
to have
for
you guys
having
here.
us.
Yeah, you guys sound great. I'm just going to launch into the music videos because that's one of my favorite parts about you guys. Love and Poverty is probably my favorite video because I love how random it is and all these different things that I find myself doing when I'm like unconsciously thinking. I'm just like lining up things. And you guys have like all the videos, especially for this album, are really great. Wasted is awesome. 1984 is really great. And Beach just premiered on the KEXP blog. And I kind of just wanted to ask about, like, they're all pretty artistic and conceptually well thought out, and I just wanted to ask, like, how you guys come up with each video.
You guys are looking to me. I collaborated with my friend Nandan Rao on the Love and Poverty video, and then the Beach video was something I had a lot of community support in creating. A lot of people volunteered their time and efforts to be part of this pretty big production. It was like 3 years in the mix. So both those videos really just rely heavily on my like immediate community and our relationships and our willingness to like show up and hang out and help me manifest my vision. So it's kind of a, I don't know, conceptually like top down. I'm like, I want to make this thing, and everyone's like, okay, freak, we'll help you.
So Beach is the last song on the album.
Mhm.
It's like 12 minutes long. It's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the video is very slow moving, and it moves along with the song. That was 3 years in the making.
Yeah, the last half of the video, all that stage production and stuff like that happened about 2 years ago. And it was just, I mean, when you work full time, you do this stuff a little bit here and there. And
Yeah, totally.
It takes time.
Yeah. So they're trapeze artists. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it done live?
Yes. When I took over the local shorts program and was like, I'm going to do this multimedia production for the film festival. But really, I just wanted to like shoot for my music video because I couldn't really get into the theater without. That was like the way to do it for free.
Oh yeah.
So I just did it live, and I had like 7 cameras. There's like ladders all over the theater.
Wow.
They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm documenting.
Cool.
But yeah.
Well, I recommend to listeners to head over to the KEXP blog to watch the video. It's really, really awesome.
Thanks.
And Rot, you guys worked with Steve Fisk on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you guys talk about the recording process? Because I read a little bit, but I think everyone should know.
It was really great working with Steve. He has Olympia roots, going to the Evergreen State College in the 70s, and that's where he learned to engineer and record. And we have a lot of mutual friends, which worked out, so we had a lot to, it was kind of intimidating at first to work with such a legendary producer, but he's really down to earth and, like, really good to talk to, and very, like, hands-off. Whatever you want, what do you want it to sound like, let's make it happen. And it was a great experience.
So he engineered it, but
Right.
you produced it.
Conacher was the producer.
Oh, yeah.
officially.
Okay. Cool. Was that like, did you want him to do all of it, or?
He wouldn't record us unless somebody produced the record. I think he wanted somebody in that position of power. And after processing with him, I took that on. And I learned a lot. I don't think I learned a lot. I'll leave it at that. But it looked sometimes like we mixed for over 180 hours. So it was like hanging out with Steve at his house, like working on our record and really like spending all this time combing through every little detail. And that's the first time we've ever done that with one of our recordings. We've always usually just like try to do everything on a super budget, like really fast and like under like in a pressure cooker kind of like NASA space landing kind of setting, like get this done. But
Yeah.
this was the opposite. Steve really wanted a lot of room and space and patience, and I learned so much from him. It was really cool.
Cool. And you've never been in that position before?
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thanks.
Have you ever heard his cover of Woodstock by Joni Mitchell?
No.
You should listen to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
1980.
Okay.
Super awesome.
Yeah.
I have it on vinyl.
Oh, cool.
So let's talk about upcoming tour. You guys are going on a U.S.-Canadian tour on June 11th.
Yeah, I think June 10th is the first show. And
I was a day off.
Yeah, close.
Damn it.
But yeah, U.S. tour.
Cool.
And
then
Europe in October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you guys looking forward to most? Have you ever been over there?
We haven't yet. We've
Oh.
been meaning to and had offers for the last several years, but this is the first time it's actually came together. So
Cool.
pretty excited.
Yeah. Well, what are you looking forward to?
Oh,
Just
I don't
being
know.
in
I mean,
Europe? That's
yeah,
cool.
basically, like traveling over Europe for 5 weeks. So.
Yeah. And so Rod is going to get a German release?
Yes. There's a label there called Adagio 830, and the guy who runs it is setting up our tour and also re-releasing it as a double LP with some older songs on a second disc.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about today how I came across the band Sisters, and I don't even know how I came across it. but I just remembered today, I was like, oh my gosh, 2 of them were in that band.
Yeah.
Yeah, but those songs aren't, it's all going to be old
Right.
Broken Wire
Yeah.
songs. Have you guys ever considered re-releasing some Sister stuff? Or is that just dead and gone? Because I mean,
it's on Bandcamp. I
Yeah.
did release like a unreleased recording about a year ago on our Bandcamp, but no like physical releases.
yeah. And you guys basically started Broken Water after Sisters, right?
Right. I think
Cool.
Sisters was still kind of going for there's like a year overlap in there.
Yeah. Cool. Well, great. You guys have a couple more songs?
Yeah.
Awesome. Broken Water on KEXP. You're listening to live music by Broken Water on KEXP.
static, wretched bliss. It's asymptomatic, arrested Venus, straight up in our mortis. An extra plane, yet to get no address. Expect star, the captain got our access. The lexicon, a distraction to madness. I'm bored like I hear something. I can't explain this stranger thing. I've got this psychotropic, a sweet future in memories. Psychostatic, wretched bliss. Anti-somatic, rest of the rest. Straight up in our mortis. Let's go play, let's get in my address. Let's go the star, the cosmic aura sense. The lexicon, the distraction to madness. Fix it, hold on to it. I must be really smart. Gravity's grip on a boom. Come down from my heart. Psychostatic, wretched bliss. Anti-somatic, rest in space. I need my space. Face to face. I find my place. Time and space.
You've been listening to live music by Broken Water here on KEXP. You just heard Psychostatic and Choice. Both of those are also from the latest release called Rot. And you mentioned Choice had some socially conscious lyrics, and you guys have been involved with the Black Lives Matter movement happening in Olympia, and I just wanted to talk to you guys about that.
John and I went to the city council meeting yesterday, and it was pretty unprecedented historically. It was just like a majority of voices that are disproportionately affected by racism in our community and also police violence. And I want to read something my friend Naimolo wrote, if I could.
Yeah.
in response to the Olympia Police Department saying race wasn't an issue in their shooting of 2 African American men in our community last week. She wrote, "We speak of Black Lives Mattering explicitly and unapologetically because Black life in the U.S. is predicated historically on being considered unworthy of protection. If you are property, you're not human. And if you're not human, yours is not a life that matters. That is the context in which Black lives are destroyed at an alarmingly high rate. That high rate of Black death is not an aberration of a system not working. It is our system working exactly as it was designed. Individual and collective responses to the sentiment of Black Lives Matter in ways that discredit these historical facts are the result of a culture that thrives on being ahistorical, unaccountable, and consistently unwilling to witness the lived realities of those whose backs on which this country was built. Black death is ubiquitous. It's cultural death, it's spiritual death, it's death by assimilation, it's death by lynching, it's death by cops, it's death by ghettoization, it's death by overwork, it's death by fear and internalized racism." And I just wanted to make space for her voice in this.
Thank you so much for that. And thank you so much for your music
Thank you so
and
much
your
for
words
having us.
in your music. You've been listening to a live performance by Broken Water here on 90.3 KEXP Seattle.
Discover new music at listener-powered KEXP.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?